Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Good afternoon. It's the Ticket Punchers here on 96.1 FM, 1450 AM, Big X Sports Radio. I'm your host, Roman Kelly, joined today by my co-host here, JR Anderson, waiting on our other co-host, Philly Picks, to get in. Now have everything working there on the stream. JR, what's going on, sir?
What's up, baby? How's your day going?
Going pretty good. Have a lot happening here today on the Big X. Got Louisville basketball exhibition tonight against Bucknell. I'm going to try to get in there, get my eyes in on that game, and analyze how this team's going to be looking going forward. But, of course, it's Tuesday here on the Ticket Punchers. We've got a lot of recapping to do, and then we've got a lot of picks to be looking at as we've got some punches that we want to give out and some tickets we want to punch. JR, pretty successful weekend for the both of us here. On the Friday record, I go 3-1. I believe you had a sweep on your props. I don't know about that. I don't remember the parlay, but we've been having some pretty good success early on here on the Ticket Punchers. How are you feeling about it?
Feeling good, man. Looking to keep building on top of the momentum, and just pushing out some quality tickets and keep punching.
I'm sitting after 3 weeks here at 15-12. On my official punches, which doesn't sound that great. It is positive, which is always good. But I had a really, really rough start. For the rough start that I got off to, I'm not mad at this at all. I got off to a 2-6 start, so to get up all the way up to 15-12 after starting 2-6, I'm feeling good, having 2 good weeks in a row now. 3-1 Friday for me with the bets that I gave out. But let's just do a quick little recap as we wait for Philly to figure out his computer stuff. What were the Friday official punches that you gave out, Curtis or JR? Let's remind the listeners here.
Friday, I believe we did Bucks 1.5, Knicks -3.5, Giannis over 11.5 rebounds. All 3 of those covered. I believe we did BYU money line. That covered, of course, +114. We also took BYU +2.5 of the points at +108. That covered as well. Bama money line covered, but my favorite play, which was the Bama -10.5, that was our one loss. And then Dodgers money line for the opener game. I believe that was on Friday's slip, or was that Thursday's slip?
Friday.
So
it was Friday.
Okay, so overall we had 10 wins and 1, 2, 3 losses.
Not bad at all. 10-3 Friday. That, of course, is giving out plays that was a Friday night of NBA, a Saturday of college football, and a few picks there on Sunday. I go 3-1 Friday. Texas A&M -2.5. We hit the Vanderbilt money line. I was also on the Milwaukee Bucks money line. And then my one loss on the weekend of picks was the Stephon Diggs over 54.5 yards receiving. I did think he was going to get in the end zone, but of course I don't give those out as official punches. And he got into the end zone, but only had like 30 yards. Pretty quiet game in terms of the yardage that he was getting on his receptions, but did have a good number of receptions. But I do move into 15-12. Joining us now, though, we've got our other co-host here on the show, Mr. Curtis Phillips. Curtis, how are you doing today, sir? How was your weekend?
Doing good, man. Had a nice weekend overall. Not as far as betting wise, but it was pretty good.
Got to be out there. I know you were doing a little bit of Halloween celebrating. That's how we missed you on Friday. But do you want to give out, or where's your record officially sitting over these first 3 weeks, Philly? We're giving out our record and looking into Friday's picks.
Yep. So I had a pretty rough week last week. Went 2-6, so drops our record to 8-11 on the season for official punches. So yeah.
8-11, still not bad though. It's 8 wins. You've had a couple plus money props in there, so technically shouldn't be too far under there on the money with those 11 losses. But this is what we're doing here, fellas. We're punching tickets. We're getting back on track. And it's time for all 3 of us to have a week where we're all 3 giving good bets out all in the same week, instead of just JR having 3 good weeks and me and Philly going back and forth here. But, fellas, I do want to look in just a quick little recap. We got to talk about it. Obviously, it's something we didn't get into because we don't have a Monday show, but 18 innings last night for the Dodgers and Blue Jays in Game 3 of the World Series, with Game 4 being tonight. I mean, what a game. what a performance from Shohei Ohtani too. 2 home runs, 4 for 4, has 9, gets on base 9 total times if you also account for the walks, 4 intentional walks, 1 regular walk. I mean, Shohei and then Freddie Freeman to take you home there if you were a Dodgers money line better there in the 18th, getting another clutch hit in that game. A lot of opportunities for Freddie to kind of put that game away, but he finally takes advantage of it there in the end. Fellas, World Series has been exciting already so far. Are we looking into anything tonight in the World Series game 4?
Hey, Kurt.
I'm leaning towards the over. As we saw yesterday, basically 2 games played in 1. What a crazy game. Both teams use practically all of their bullpen. So these starters are going to, have to be on long leashes, even if they're, giving up runs, early. I know it's 90-plus degrees with wind blowing out in, Dodger Stadium. So I expect there to be some runs. That's just a little jab right now, but I might make the official play. So
I hope you're not right, unfortunately, there, Philly, because I have already bet the under 8.5. I probably should have asked you first. I just think that I'm banking on Shane Bieber and Shohei because they know they have to be out there long, especially the Dodgers. I mean, the Dodgers, if Shohei starts getting hit up early, they can't afford to go into their bullpen early. I don't really think that the Blue Jays are going to want to either. They had to get a bunch of pitchers out there as well. I know that their bullpen has actually performed a little bit better so far in these playoffs. I'm thinking, though, with Shane Bieber and Shohei, with all this swinging that everybody just did last night, everybody's going to be, those 2 guys should be able to stay out there long enough and get enough strikeouts. But, I mean, now you run the risk, though, of no pitcher likes going around in order for a third time. All these guys have gotten to see your pitches twice now. They know what could potentially be coming. They've gotten to talk to their other teammates about what's being thrown. So it's tough. I have already bet it. I'm not going to have anything official there with the total. I do like Mookie Betts to bounce back, though, fellas. This isn't going to be an official punch, but I have also on that, I parlayed it just because they've got that 30% boost. I just put a couple bucks on there for the under 8.5. Mookie Betts, 2+ total bases. I mean, it was like he flied out or fouled out almost every single time last night. He was making contact with the ball almost every single time. He just wasn't getting it in play. I think that changes tonight. I think Mookie Betts has a little bit of a bounce back game. 2+ total bases means he can single twice. He can get a double once. He can get a home run that would cover that. Unfortunately, like walks and steals won't cover the total bases, but I think he hits a double, or I think he gets 2 total hits in this game that will allow him to get on base. So I'm taking the 2 total bases. Gives yourself a bit of a chance if he does only get 1 hit and that 1 hit is a double. Now you've got it. You don't have to worry. Maybe he hits a homer and you don't have to sweat it out at all. But I like that, though, as an official jab here. Not going to make it a punch for the night, but just something that I'm betting, letting the listeners know. As we do move on, though, fellas, NBA has been running rampant. They've already started all-time high in 40-plus point performances in a first week of an NBA season. Before, in the last 25 years, I believe 7 total games of 40-plus or more was the record in an NBA first week span. We have now surpassed that. We've doubled that with 16 total 40-plus point performances. The scoring's already running rampant in the NBA, fellas, and that makes it exciting for us player prop kind of guys. Are we looking? I know you guys are looking. Where are your eyes on tonight in terms of the NBA books? I know you're probably maybe doing research.
Oh, yeah, you know me. So I got a few legs here. I mean, these are what I was going to put out as all official. I got Philly money line. This is their best start since like pre 1990s. So minus 186 on their money line. I also like them to cover their 4.5 spread at minus 112. I'm taking both of those as officials. To build a parlay, because 2 of these legs are kind of higher odds. I like OKC money line at minus 390 just to have a nugget in. They're playing Sacramento. I like VJ Edgecombe over 19.5 points. The odds are still updating on that one. The last time I checked it was right around like minus 160. He hasn't really gotten close to that too often. What else do I like? I like Giannis over 9.5 rebounds, minus 280. Bucks plus 9.5. This line was a lot higher. The money line for that Knicks game was kind of bouncing back and forth. And then as I've been watching the money flow in, they're even kill right now, right at like minus 150s a piece. So I do like Giannis in this. Knicks don't have anybody that can cover that man.
Nope.
So I do think he's going to dominate. He's already been dominating this season. The opposite end of bets, I've been seeing a lot of people take New York minus 3.5. I don't think that's a great bet, but could definitely cover since they are at home. Other than that, I took an alt under for the Heat in the Hornets game at under 249.5. This was a 100% hit rate to start the season for both of these teams, even with that high scoring game that the Hornets had last night where they both scored,
130 plus or something like that.
Yeah, that ain't happening tonight. I think this is going to be a slower game. That's only minus 250. So a lot of these pieces added together, which we'll push out on the Twitter ticket_punchers page, and you guys can build something nice with it. But that's mainly all I got here.
Well, that was 6 plays.
Yeah, I got Philly money line, Philly spread. You can't put both of those on. So
Yeah.
if they're going to give us points, take the points. I do think Philly has the 2 best guards right now in sync. The money lines are pick your poison there. But as far as Giannis, I think he's solid. It'll come down to that New York Bucks game spread and the Heat Hornets over under.
Anything you're looking at the NBA tonight before I react to those JR picks there, Philly?
Yeah, I like Keyshawn George over 26.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He plays for the Washington Wizards. I got this at minus 106 on FanDuel. He's took a big leap in year 2. He's kind of doing everything for this, Washington team, averaging close to, 32, 33 minutes per game.
Big guard.
Yeah, big guard, yeah. So, yeah, I like what I've seen. He in the 2 games he went over, he had 34 and 49. The 1 game he missed, he fouled out, and it was a blowout, so kind of just couldn't really get in a rhythm there. But I think in a fast-paced game with a total sitting around 240, he'll have lots of value, to go over this. So that's punch number 1, and then 2, as JR said, there's nobody on this Knicks squad that can guard Giannis. His points and rebounds line, it seems a little trappy. It's at 43.5. He hasn't had less than 56, PR in any of the 3 games. So we're going to go over that as well.
I love these plays, fellas. I'm with you guys. I'm with the Bucks. Bucks money line. I had it written down. I already threw my 50% profit boost on it to ramp up. I caught them at plus 110, I believe. I think that the Bucks have shown that they can handle New York. I don't think that this New York team is going to put a whole lot of pressure on Giannis. So I like the Giannis points as well. I think that kind of the game plan on the last 2 years has been if you let Giannis do him and shut everybody else down, is that going to be enough to beat you? That's kind of been the scouting report ever since Dame went down. He's gotten a pretty good amount of support this season, fellas. They've offensively impressed me. Defensively, they haven't impressed me. I thought they would have been a little bit better defensively, adding Miles Turner, thinking that you kind of got a twin tower set up down low. You shouldn't be allowing a lot of stuff to the rim. It is the beginning of the season. They'll get those kind of things worked out. So I am on the Bucks. That's my first official punch as well for the night. Plus money home team that got the best player on the floor. I'm usually on that more times than not if it's a competent team around that player, right? Because that situation happens more times. Suns typically have that situation every time they play at home. That doesn't mean they're going to win just because Devin Booker's the best player on the floor that night. They don't have a good enough team around him, right? The Bucks do, at least defensively or offensively right now, and how they've been able to put points up. So I'm with you there. Bucks at home against the Knicks team that's going to try to slow them down. I like it. My other play for tonight, fellas, I got a player prop. So I'm going to a little uppercut. I got 2 plays, a little Tuesday uppercut here. The next play is Trey Johnson over 12.5 points. This is a rookie for the Washington Wizards, fellas, who I believe hasn't had less than 16 points yet this season. 18 in his debut. Already, I think, breaking a Wizards rookie record for first 3 games scoring. The kind of guy that they're going to have free reign out of the perimeter. He has the green light. Let's see here. I want to get the exact numbers. He's gone.
What's his odds on that?
12.5 is at even. It's at minus 110 right now.
Yeah, his line keeps moving up because I think 2 games ago it was sitting at 10.5 at plus money. So
Yeah.
I love that play.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone. So let's see here. I want to get this exact. He's gone 16 points in his debut, 17 points in the game after that, and 18 points in his last game. He's hit 4 threes in his first game, 3 threes in his second game, and 2 threes in his last game, getting up 2 assists in all of these games, getting more minutes in each one of these games as well, fellas. So this is a rookie that they're not he's not going to be starting anytime soon, but he does come in and play and get that green light to score. 12.5. I wish I could have caught it at 11.5 when I saw that it was there. I wasn't betting at that moment. I just saw that I was looking through lines, just trying to see what I liked, and I that's when I circled his name, wrote it down. Get back on the books earlier today. It's up to 12.5. I still do think he's going to cover that 13 tonight, just because they're going up against the 76ers team that offensively has been great already this season. Defensively, though, they haven't been anything like spectacular out on the perimeter. They've let other guards kind of cook up a little bit. So I think he'll be able to get to these 13 points off the bench, going up against what is probably going to be 76ers second unit guys. So those are my 2 punches. That's my little uppercut for the night. Bucks money line, Trey Johnson, 13 plus points. Those are official plays. I do have a couple other things I like, but what else are you guys liking in the night of sports that we haven't addressed? We do have 2 college football games on tonight that we haven't talked about. I believe it's UTEP at Kennesaw State tonight. UTEP at Kennesaw State, and then we've got James Madison at Texas State. I like James Madison, only 6.5 point favorites here. I think they're going to run all over Texas State.
Minus, yeah. You said the Texas State game?
Are they still 6.5 points?
Minus 7.5 money line.
Minus 75. Gone up.
Yeah.
It's gone up. It was 6.5 this morning. I think you could probably go get a good alternate on 6.5. What do you think? Minus 120, minus 130, JR?
Yeah, give or take. Minus 170. Yeah.
That's not what you like for a straight bet more times than not.
Juice.
But
yeah.
If you maybe want to take a little 2-leg, Kennesaw State, they're 10.5 point favorites tonight.
I like the money line. Yeah.
I mean, you maybe tease that they opened up at 8.5, already up to actually 11.5. It literally just shifted as I'm looking here.
Yep.
From 10.5 to 11.5. So maybe you dumb Kennesaw State down to 8.5. Take James Madison on the 6.5 if you wanted to bet a little college football, or if you are using a book that's got a college football profit boost like Fanatics or something like that. That's my only 2 takes on those games. I do think James Madison covers a touchdown. I think Kennesaw State. I don't trust Kennesaw State or UTEP, but Kennesaw State's going to win that game. I don't know if they cover the 11.5 points. The 8.5 points from the original line, yeah, I like them. I like them to cover that 9.
Minus 132 for JMU.
On
minus
the 6.5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I like it.
It's not bad at all.
I like it. So those are a couple things that I'm taking if you guys are interested in those as well. Fellas, what else? Are you guys looking at any early lines for Thursday night football, or maybe even Saturday college football, or Sunday night or Sunday NFL slate? I know that you guys like to look at lines early and see if you can catch them slipping. I haven't done a big dig on the NFL game this week at all. Obviously, we've got Ravens in Miami this Thursday. Obviously, I think the Ravens win here. They're 7.5 point favorites. Miami is already kind of seeming like they're pushing this season to the side a bit. 7.5 though that's a lot of points on the road for Lamar's first game back on the against the.
If he's going to be back,
if he's going to even be back, they're letting you bet him now if you want to, but they were letting you bet him last week.
Yeah, I expect him to be back, but I feel like there's something lingering in the air with the Ravens right now. That's my team, my pride and joy, but there's a dark cloud over top of M&T Bank right now. So we'll see. I was hoping to get some more status updates, but it doesn't look like they're letting anything out just yet, especially with the injury debacle report that happened last week.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
That's what these teams do nowadays. I'm not mad at it. I would do the same thing. College football, anything you guys are looking at? I mean, Vanderbilt, Texas 2.5 point favorites right now. That's an interesting game. Vanderbilt's undefeated in SEC play, or they're undefeated altogether, I think, right? Vanderbilt hasn't lost yet.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So Texas, I mean, this is one of those. I trust Vegas when it comes to college football. I really do.
Yeah.
Like they've got him at 2.5 point.
Texas has hogs, man. There's certain teams where you look at the trenches and that's where the advantage is. I mean, I feel like if Vanderbilt can put up points, but one, they're on the road at Texas. I kind of definitely like the Texas money line on this one, and it'll be Vanderbilt's first loss. But if one thing we've learned is if QB Pavia can pull it out, he definitely has
just when you start doubting him, he
capability to do so. But it's something that I wouldn't take right now. I would kind of wait and see if anything changes as the week progresses.
You guys worried about Georgia at all? Oh, go ahead, Philly.
No, you're good. I didn't have an intake on that. Who does Georgia play?
They've got Florida in Florida. Florida's 7.5-point underdogs right now.
No worries.
Yeah, I don't think
dogs.
so.
Yeah. Injury update. Karl Anthony Towns is a game time decision. So the money line and all the spread or pretty much all categories are flipping Bucks 100% right now. So there's probably a strong lean that he might be out, but they said he's been pushing through the quadricep injury. So we'll see. But if he ain't playing, Giannis will have a even more so better night.
And that was kind of where I was at when I saw the game time decision report for the Knicks tonight. I mean, you're looking at Miles McBride's going to be out. Mitchell Robinson's obviously out till they say they've had him listed at Halloween. He's not going to be back by Halloween, I don't think.
Yeah, nah.
Gershon Yabusele, good defender off the bench. He's game time decision as well. Yeah, and then of course, if Karl Anthony Towns doesn't play, even without a Cole Anthony and a Gary Trent, if they potentially don't play, and Gary Trent's going to play.
Yeah,
Kevin Porter Jr. being out for the Bucks isn't enough for me to think that this offense isn't going to be able to get past the Knicks. I like the Bucks there for sure as a big bet, fellas. We've only got like three minutes before we get out of here. Anything else we've missed? I'm looking at more injury reports right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably give out. Some more props for the Thursday game over the next couple of days. The one line that I love right now, regardless of rain, sleet, or shine, is Mark Andrews over 25 straight receiving yards, minus 144. I do think 30 is the sweet spot for this. If Lamar returns, I think he shatters this. He's been kind of trending, getting involved into the offense. They got Likely back a couple weeks ago, so I think we're starting to iron out, the minor things between the run game and the tight end passing game. So I think definitely Andrews will cover this line. So that'll be my first domino on the board for that game, and then I'll build upon that as we see if certain players are practicing or not.
I love it. Philly, anything else you want to add?
Yeah, two things. One thing for tonight's World Series game, Shohei Ohtani's walks is at over 1.5, and it's juiced real heavy to the over. So one thing I may look at is his stolen base. His odds are around plus 280. He got thrown out yesterday, but I mean, why not go back to it? At a good price for him to possibly get a stolen base. And then as far as the Thursday night football game goes, I'm gonna be eyeing Derrick Henry's rushing yard number against Miami, the worst run defense in the league. If Lamar plays, maybe he's not 100%. They're gonna try to probably lean on Henry to get some rushing yards. I saw that at 89.5. So by tomorrow, I'll see if that has any line movement at all.
Yeah. All right, fellas. Before we get out of here, is there anything plus money? Anything we want to take, all three of us going to take together, we can maybe agree on here in this last 2 minutes in the NBA tonight? I'm sure there's some kind of player prop we can all think that has a pretty likely chance of hitting, right? A little plus money for the listeners to all kind of get in on, a little $5 to win you a little $15 or something. I think, Warriors. I like the Warriors to win at home tonight against the Clippers, if I'm being honest. I need to look at the injury report, though, because that's the only thing making me think that this line is looking like how it is.
I mean, we all like the Bucks. Maybe some parlay with the Bucks and Giannis, or.
Oh, we got a few minutes. Give me like 1 minute. I'll find something juicy here.
Yeah, I mean, Giannis, all of his stuff is so the odds are not great right now on a lot of Giannis props. I think Steph Curry's going to get who's going to be guarding Steph tonight?
It doesn't matter.
If Chris Dunn's guarding Steph tonight, I think I like the Steph Curry assist line. He had 4, I believe, last night before he's sitting at 5.5 assists right now at plus 122. I'm not mad at that. We do have about 30 seconds before we get out of here. Anything we got, fellas?
I like Giannis for 31.5 points. I mean, it's right at plus 100. I think he's going to go upper 30s. So, especially if Cat is ruled out, definitely probably 40 burger easy, but definitely 31.5, 32 points on the head. I'll make that an official one for plus 100.
I am not mad at that at all. This is going to wrap us up here on the Ticket Punchers. Thank you all so much for listening. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Shout out to JR. Shout out to Curtis coming on here and giving out their official punches here on the Ticket Punchers. Let's go punch some tickets, fellas. Let's go make some money tonight.
Punch those tickets.
Let's go punch those tickets. We'll be back tomorrow, 5:30 to 6, right here on the Big X.
It's actually plus 116.
The
31.5 plus 116.
There's 2 games on the schedule now.
I think he goes off tonight.
Yeah, he scored 40 on
All
Cleveland.
right, and to our stream listeners, thank you all so much for tuning in and listening. We didn't have any comments in here. Producer Matt, Vandy lost to Bama. Oh, Vandy is a 1 loss right now.
Okay.
They just lost.
You're right.
That's right.
Forgot about that. Shout out Producer Matt on that. But I don't think
Hold
anything
on.
else.
Hey, Matt, how you like them Philly boys?
We talked about that today on the Running with Roman show. He's having some bad luck with his betting, but he'll get back right. Back right for sure. But this is going to wrap us up, fellas. Unless you got anything else you want to add to the listeners here on stream, we're going to have all of these all of the plays out for you guys to go and get. Here, we'll tweet them, we'll retweet them, and we'll go punch some tickets, fellas. I'll get this fixed. We'll have this fixed where we can see Philly's name and stuff and all that tomorrow. I'll make these logos a little bit smaller too, and we'll get us a background.
Yes, sir. Good deal.
All right. We'll be back tomorrow.
Punch some tickets. Y'all be safe.
Tickets.